my god, it's D-Man with the voices on the track. Yo, it's me. It's me. It's Dylan T. Grandmaster DP. Pause. Unpause. D-Man the voice. Or Dylan, if you're not feeling particularly frisky today. If you are feeling frisky, though, it's D-Man the voice for your pleasure. Now, before we get into it, and what we're getting into is Am I the Asshole? Before we get into it, don't forget to like, share, subscribe for more content just like this. Check me out over on Twitter X, linked in the description. Check out Roma Swords, first 3 episodes up for episode 4 in production now. And yeah, is that everything? I think that might be everything. Like I said, we're doing Am I the Asshole today. And from the title, seems like it might be kind of a doozy. I don't know. We'll see. But without any further ado, let's go, Seezy? Does that work? I don't know. Let's go it. Alrighty-roo, everybody. Let's get into this one, huh? Would I be the asshole if I pushed my partner to tell me more about a fight they had with their dad? Well, as somebody who has had issues with my father in the past in my life, it's they're old, well-healed wounds, whatever. Like I'm a grown man now. This is back when I was very young. It's all water under the bridge at this point. But as somebody who has had issues with their father in the past, I can tell you, do not do this. Okay? Do not push this kind of things, right? When you have a partner who has serious problems, like with a family member, with like a parent or whatever, and they're discussing it, and they don't want to let them tell you whatever they choose to tell you about it, because those are very deep, personal things, and you pushing them to tell you more than they're comfortable telling you is only going to cause problems between you two and upset them, okay? So let them tell you what they decide to tell you when they're ready to tell you it, okay? Just be there, be supportive, and listen to what they choose to tell you. Don't push. Never push, okay? Now, with all that being said, let's get into it and see what the situation is here. All right. My partner is also poo mode activated. I don't know what that means. Is that a Reddit thing? People who know Reddit, comment down below and tell me what poo mode activated means, because I don't understand. I'm old. Anyway, my partner is non-binary. They use they, them pronouns. I ask people to respect that. Okay, sure. I guess people tend to not do that. People tend to go like use he and she and whatever. People ask them not to. So I understand the disclaimer. Coming in a little bit hot, but all right, let's go. All right. So I, 17 female, and my 18 non-binary partner have been together about 10 months. And even with the ups and downs of life, it has been amazing. We both have big dreams of college and great careers and are living our life. You're 17, you don't have a career yet. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. We both have dealt with intense depression and other mental health issues before. Who hasn't anymore, right? Who hasn't in this day and age? And we work hard to support each other in putting therapy and our mental health first. Good for you. Good for you. I'm always preaching that around on my old channel and then on this new one is take care of your mental, take care of your situation, take care of yourself. So good on you, young people. For God, that makes me sound so old. Good on you. You young folks really doing the right thing. God. Anyway, my partner recently moved into college, and I'm still finishing high school. That sounds weird when you say it like that, even though they're 17 and 18, so it's not actually weird. But like just the sentence, my partner recently moved to college and I'm still finishing high school, makes it sound like your partner's a predator. Just out of context. I mean, within context, obviously 17, 18, you know, senior in high school, freshman in college, they're basically the same. But like, that sentence in isolation without context just sounds upsetting. Anyway, scroll. My partner's parents have always disliked me. Okay. At one point, their dad yelled at me in a bathroom. Is there more to that? Is there more to that? At one point, their dad yelled at me. Is there more to that story? Is that just end? Why did their dad yell at you in a bathroom? Were you in the wrong bathroom? Were you Were you doing something wrong in the bathroom? Why were you both in the same bathroom? That's because you are female, yes? Yeah, okay, you said you're a female. So why were you and the dad in the same bathroom? Was it a public bathroom? Was it a private bathroom? Was it the family bathroom? Was it a bathroom at school? Where was this bathroom, and why were you and the dad in the same bathroom at the same time? That's what I'd like to know. We need more context, 17-year-old. Okay. I've only talked to him in person twice, and that was the first time. Only talking to the parents twice in 10 months. I guess they don't have a good relationship with the parents. Then the first time you talked to him, he yelled at you? That's a great first impression, Pops. I'm going to sum up by saying my partner and I have both had mental health treatment. I understand how their dad was scared of them going backwards. Why would they be going backwards? You're leaving out a lot of... Don't sum up. Tell me, give us details. Like, what... I understand how their dad was scared of them going... Why would they be going backwards? Why would their relationship with you be causing them to go backwards? What are you doing that he'd be concerned about that? Whatever. Their mom and dad are divorced, and their mom blames me for my partner not wanting to live with her over the summer. Oh, okay. Their mom lives somewhere conservative that my partner, being non-binary, feels very unsafe and has to pretend to be cis to avoid being heckled or worse. Ah, see. There you go. There's the problem. The partner doesn't want to stay with the mom because doesn't want to be misgendered and heckled, and yeah, that's very fair. That's very valid. Yeah. Like, honestly, y'all, you can have your own opinions on whatever subject you want. I'm never going to tell anybody how to think on here. But how hard is it really to just refer to someone how they prefer to be referred, right? That was a lot of furs. But, like, the point is, like, how hard is that? How hard is it to just be like, hey, I have, he, him pronouns. I have she, her pronouns. I have, they, them, whatever the fuck pronouns. Like, whatever pronouns they want. Like, how hard is that to just do that? Call them whatever name they choose to be called, use whatever pronouns they choose to use, and just keep it moving, bro. Like, it costs you nothing. Like I said, you can have your own personal opinions on it. And here's another thing that it's going to be a crazy thing to say on the internet, I know, but everyone does not need to hear your opinions on everything, right? So, like, you can think in your own little head that you don't get it, right? You don't, somebody's they, them, somebody's non-binary, somebody's whatever. You don't get it. You don't understand that thought process. And that is fine. You don't have to understand it. But what you should do, and what you should have to do, is at least risk giving them the common human respect of just referring to them how they choose to be referred to, how they want to be referred to, right? How they identify. Just, because it costs you nothing. And, like, hopefully there's a little bit of a grace period of both family or whatever, like, getting used to, like, a change where, like, maybe there's a slip up here and there, like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to, whatever, and, like, always a little bit of grace there. But the point is, you do your best to just refer to somebody. Like, I've known a lot of people in my life of all different shapes and sizes and everything. And I have never had an issue referring to anybody however they want to be referred. I've had friends change their names while I know them. And you know what? It took me a little bit to go from calling them one name to another name, but I got there. I did it. Now it's second nature. Now I can't even barely remember what their old name was. Because, like, you're supposed to care for the person, not for whatever their identifiers are, right? Like, because they're still the same person, they're just have a different name now. They just, maybe they wear more masculine clothes or more feminine clothes. Maybe their hair's long now. Maybe they're wearing makeup. Who knows, right? Who gives a shit, really? Who actually gives a shit? Why do you give such a shit about what people choose to identify as? It doesn't affect you at all, okay? And it doesn't affect your kids either, so keep stow that noise, all right? They're not trying to make the kids gay, all right? Like, if your kid's gay, your kid's gay. If your kid's trans, your kid's trans. Your kid's, like, I mean, we're not going to get into the whole whether or not kids should be receiving the gender treatments or whatever. That's a bit of a stickier issue, right? And I'm not trying to get political on this channel. But my point is, this isn't about politics for me, what I'm talking about right now. It's about just treating people the way they should be treated. Treating the people the way they want to be treated. Treating people with common human decency and respect. And understanding that calling them by the preferred pronouns, while maybe you don't understand it, doesn't cost you anything. Okay? So you don't need to make a fucking stink about it. And you certainly don't need to insult people about it. I still have this whole story to read, but I had to get that out. So, all right, let's keep going. Let's keep going with the actual story we're reading here. Yesterday, my partner's dad sat them down and basically said that they need to make sure not to knock me up because I would baby trap them and ruin their life. So, Judging by that, it would assume that the non-binary partner was born male, born with male genitalia. So, judging by that, or the dad has a woeful misunderstanding of how conception works. Who knows? But that's a wild thing to say. Also, the baby trap thing. He also made it clear that I should get an abortion, and he believed I would not, in order to ruin my parents' life, my partner's life. My bad. Okay, let me read that. He also made it clear that I should get an abortion, and he believed I would not, in order to ruin my partner's life. So, the dad's talking about, she's trying to trap you. She's trying to trap you. She's trying to get pregnant, so you have to stay forever. Like, what a wild fucking... I mean, not to say that doesn't happen. It does. All things do. But, like, Jesus Christ. To immediately jump there, it sounds like this dude might hate women. Just throwing that out there. My partner was upset and texted me about it. I shared with them how hurt I was that their dad has spoken about me that way. My partner shared that anger and planned to share that anger with their dad. Good. Stand up for your partner. This whole situation was also very hurtful to us because a few months ago I had figured out I was pregnant due to truly bad luck. We had been organizing an abortion when I miscarried. Condolences. That's always a hard thing to go through. Despite our plans to terminate, it was devastating and really affected both of us. We both still cry over it. Their dad does not know. Okay, well, so that's too bad. That's really too bad. For one, just general PSA. Safe sex, y'all. Practice safe sex. Like, seriously. God, just you hear so many stories about people getting accidentally this or accidentally that, or whatever. Not truly bad luck. Like, how is it truly bad luck? Were you using protection? Were you using all the things in place? Like, this day and age, with all the things that are in place, how are you still getting accidentally pregnant? Like, listen, if everybody's wearing condoms and got birth control on, and now you're doing all this stuff and you still get pregnant, damn, that baby's meant to be there, I guess. But, like, come on, man. Like, in this day and age, I am 29 years old, never had a pregnancy scare in my life. And it's not because I'm not experienced, believe you me. But, like, so, sorry, Mom. But, like, the thing is, like, yeah, I've never, in my 29 years of life, never had a pregnancy scare. Because it's really not that hard to not get people pregnant. Okay? It really isn't. And if this offends you, if this upsets you because it hits close to home, be smarter, I guess. All right? I'm not sorry. Okay. After my shift, I talked to my partner a bit about what happened when I had shared this anger. After my shift, I talked to my partner a bit about what happened when they had shared their anger with their dad. They shared a bit, and I have no suspicion that they are hiding something just to nip that in the butt. Nevertheless, my partner got more upset over the conversation. Quick thing. The expression is actually nip that in the bud, not butt, but I digress. The reason they were with their dad was because he was moving out of an apartment my partner grew up in, so it was a rough day all around. Okay. I feel like you're just kind of all over the place with the storytelling. As my partner got more distressed just because of having a hard day and how much emotion the situation brought up, I decided to call it and say I would rather them focus on themselves and their own mental health and just emotions than try to recount the conversation in detail with me. It is now the next morning, and I am tempted to follow up with them and ask if they are in a place to tell me more about what happened. I also recognize that at the end of the day, I don't give a shit when you put it against causing my partner emotional distress. Okay. I also recognize at the end of the day, I don't give a shit when you put it against causing my partner emotional stress. My partner's memory is not great, so I also worry about them forgetting. Would I be the asshole if I followed up? I don't know about being an asshole, but, like, maybe just kind of let it lie. Just kind of let it be there. If they bring it up, engage with it, but, you maybe don't necessarily push them to recount it if they don't want to. Maybe kind of broach it a little bit. Like, it's not necessarily push. Just kind of be like, hey, so how you feeling today? Or something like that. Be like, how you feeling about stuff today? How'd everything go? How you feeling about everything happening yesterday? And then they'll kind of broach into a conversation about they'll want to talk about it more. But don't push excessively. The this story is kind of, it deals with a lot of like topical issues, right? It deals with a lot of like very current in the day kind of things. Like we're talking about a non-binary person who clearly has issues with their parents, tale as old as time. You're talking about a dad who, judging by all this unprompted shit towards the poster, I'm assuming it's unprompted. Maybe it's not. Maybe they're leaving out crucial context as to why the parents feel this way towards her. Maybe she's done things. Maybe she said things. I don't know, right? We don't know. But just based off of this, it kind of sounds like the dad maybe hates women, which kind of makes sense given the whole, divorced from the mom thing. Maybe, who knows how that went. But like, maybe the dad hates women, and that like just because like the inherent mistrust of the partner without any real context around it is kind of wild. Just assuming they're gonna try and baby trap, just assuming all this and that, is kind of a lot. And so, I mean, no, you wouldn't be to the point of the post. You wouldn't necessarily be an asshole. If you pushed excessively, you would be. But like, you just kind of bring it up. Maybe be like, hey, I said, how you feeling about yesterday and all this and that. Just kind of bring that up and see where it goes. See if they want to talk about it more. If they don't, and if they don't respect that, if they don't want to talk about it anymore right now, then just kind of respect that. Maybe give them a couple days to process and let them come to you about it. But at the end of the day, I mean, you're both very young. You got your whole lives ahead of you. I'm sorry that the parents aren't more supportive. I hope that y'all stay together and this turns into a relationship that lasts for a long time. Y'all ain't been together that long, right? So there's a lot of drama and a lot of issues that are popping up that you guys are having to deal with. But what's good is it's not issues that you're causing to yourselves. It's not issues that it's not issues that you guys are causing to yourselves. It's not issues that you guys are doing to each other. It seems more like outside things. I mean, a miscarriage, it's a tragic thing to have happen. I implore you to practice safe sex going forward. Truly safe sex, not what you put. The pull-out method is not safe sex, okay? It's not. Wear protection. If you're not planning on getting pregnant, use the proper protections. With all that said, though, like, that's a horrible thing to have happen. I'm very sorry about the miscarriage. And the fact that you have to deal with, you guys are so young, so it's such a new couple, and have to deal with all of these parents, the dad and the mom, just kind of being just shitty, it seems like. I said, I wonder what the context is. I don't understand, like, why are they being so shitty? Because, like, they didn't really explain that. Like, are the parents just bad? Is the dad just an asshole? Or did, like, something happen? Like, to prompt these kind of reactions? Like, why is the dad so against you as a person? Like, I mean, I'm not trying to, like, victim blame or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I feel like there's more to this, right? Like, why is the dad so against you? What happened, right? I'm not even gonna say, like, what did you do? But, like, what happened? Like, what, is it just completely out of nowhere? Like, why'd they yell at you in a bathroom? That's what I want to know. Why are they so concerned you're gonna try and baby trap? Like, what are the issues here? Why is the dad so against you? I think that's the thing. I think about all these posts is we're only getting one perspective on events. We're only getting one side of things. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and you get the other side of the Reddit post too. Sometimes you find it and you're like, oh shit, oh drama. But like, with this situation, like, it kind of just, the dad's painted as kind of like a heart, like an asshole, and all that. Whereas, like, I don't think people act that way for no reason. Maybe he does, I don't know. Like, maybe he sounds like he's conservative, I don't know. It could be just a aggressive thing. I don't know what the situation is. All I know is the dad seems to be framed as like this huge prick with no real explanation or context as to why he is such a huge prick. So, but to the point of the post, don't push, maybe bring it up, gently, and then if they choose not to talk about it, respect that, but if they do, just listen to them. So, with all that being said, everybody, this one, like I said, deal with a lot of topical issues, a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff that's currently in the minds of a lot of people, the gendering and the pronouns and everything that people have been talking about for years and will continue to talk about, I'm sure, forever, because no matter how much progress we make as a people, how much we push forward and try and be progressive and, be the best we can be, no matter what we do, somebody's always going to be pissed off about something, right? Somebody's always going to have something to say about something. Somebody's always got something to say, right? Someone's always going to be, no matter what you do, who you are, what you're doing, somebody's not going to be okay with it, okay? You could be non-binary, you could be black, straight, you could be white, Latino, Asian, man, woman, non-binary, trans, not trans. No matter what you're doing, no matter what your life is, somebody's going to have a fucking problem with it. So if you take anything away from anything I say about in this video here, is just don't worry about it, all right? You're not going to please everybody. Live your life, live your truth, find the people, surround yourself with the people that'll make you happy, and just don't concern yourself with the opinions of those that only exist to bring you down. All right? Okay, that sounded almost like a special message. I haven't even gotten there yet, but like, hey, these are really important issues. I'll get more into it during the special message. I'll give a little nice little thing as I do. But for that all being said, it is outro time, everybody. Alrighty, everybody. That's the end of another one. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with me. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Check me out over on Twitter X, link in the description. Check out Room of Swords, also linked in the description. You know the whole spiel. You know everything I do, everything I talk about, everything that goes on. Before we go, though, it is time for everyone's favorite part. Just kidding. It's no one's favorite part. No one stays to the end of these videos. But everyone's favorite part, the special message, everybody. And today's special message is going to be a little bit of a twofold, kind of a couple different perspectives on things. On the one perspective, talking about, like I said before, with the non-binary and whatever. Live your truth, man. Just do whatever makes you happy. As long as you're not hurting anybody, just do whatever makes you happy. Whatever gender affirming care you need, whatever mental care you need, whatever you got to do, just as long as you're not hurting anybody and you're not, encroaching on anybody's space or anybody's anything like that, just be happy. All right? Just do whatever to be happy and be as comfortable in yourself as you can be. Okay? There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you living your truth. And despite what some people in the media or personal, on Twitter, whatever, will say, you are valid and your existence is not a burden on anyone, and you have as every right to be who you want to be. You have as much right as anybody else to exist in this world. Okay? And now for the second part of this little message, the second twofold, on the other hand of what I'm saying is, man, worry about yourself, right? This is more of a message to the people that are out, that go out of their way to say bad things or be trolls or be this, and they think it's funny, or they think that people need to hear their opinion, or they think that they're just so righteous and people are so wrong for this, that, or the other. This all goes out to y'all. Just worry about yourself, man, all right? Just worry about yourself. Stay in your lane, stay in your mindset, stay where you can exist, and just leave people alone, bro. It doesn't matter that person that you look at and see a man is wearing a skirt, right? It doesn't matter it doesn't like that you don't have to agree with it, okay? You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to know that person. You don't have to associate with that person. You don't have to go over to that person. You don't have to be around that person. You just see it, have your thoughts on it, keep it moving. You don't got to say that to nobody. You don't got to anything like that. If you look at that and are disgusted, or if you think it's wrong or whatever, I disagree with you, and I think it's shitty that you think that, but you think what you think, I guess. But what you don't have to do is say that to people, is let that be known. No, people don't need to hear that, all right? Not everyone needs to hear what you have to say, okay? And I understand the irony of me saying that as somebody who talks for a living, but the point is, not everyone needs to hear what you have to say. Okay? So you shouldn't go out of your way to be in people's comment section talking all kinds of mess. Be in people's DMs talking all kinds of crazy nonsense. I've seen people yell at people on the fucking street. It's wild, right? Leave people alone. Let people live their truth, live their lives, and just exist in the world. They're not bothering you. They're not bothering anybody. Okay? Like, save your ire for the people who deserve it, the people who are encroaching on your space, for the people who are doing wrong things, for the people who are, abusing people and causing problems and doing all this stuff. Save your ire for those people and leave the people just trying to mind their own business in their own little furry conclave alone. Right? Like, do I understand why bro wants to dress up like a fox? No, I don't. But do I give a shit? No, I don't. Like hell yeah, bro, go off. Like, we can still be cool. I don't care. Right? Like, I like to call myself the capybara, right? You ever seen that meme when you're cool with everybody, right? The capybara just chilling with alligators and mice and foxes and everything, right? Like, that's me, right? I don't give a shit. I can chill with anybody. The only people I can't chill with are people that hate people for no good reason. People that hate on people and want people to disappear and go away just because they're different from them. They're not hurting anybody, but they hate them because they're gay. They hate them because they're black. They hate them because they're a woman, because they're trans, because they're Latino, because they're whatever, right? And that goes for the flip too. If you hate somebody just because they're white or because they're straight or whatever, if you hate somebody for something completely out of their control that they can't do anything about, fuck you, man. Like, that's not okay. Like, and those are the only people that I can't fuck with. Right? People that hate people for no good goddamn reason. Let people live their lives. Let people exist in this world without having to worry about you ridiculing them for it. Okay? Them dressing up like a fox doesn't affect you. Those two men kissing on the street doesn't affect you. Okay? Those two women having an OnlyFans doesn't affect you. Right? It doesn't matter. Leave it alone. Keep it moving. All right? Okay. I got a little bit hyphy at the end there. Special message, everybody. With all that being said, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And until the next one, everybody, stay frosty. Do the fucking work. And I'll see y'all in the next one, okay? Peace out.